Peace. Peace, light, and love, my reflections. Hope y'all doing good. Hope everybody's smooth. I'm smooth. Right now I'm out here in nature, man. Found me a little spot. It's all good. But yeah, man. Just trying to vibe with y'all real quick. Just really see. Really just kind of just talk for a minute. I'm just trying to keep this one a little short. Just want to teach people the importance of diet, man. Diet is so important, and I think that's one thing that yeah. So my bad. There's ducks over here. I don't think you guys can see them, but they have their little ducklings with them. And it's kind of cute how they've been circling around here. It's kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, I just want to talk about the importance of diet and the importance of really tuning the tones. And if we have time, something else. But I'm just gonna talk to you for like 10 minutes. But yeah, anyway, just wanted to go over what the importance of diet is, man, and what diet really means. So when I'm speaking of diet, I'm not referring only to what you eat. That is only a small portion of it. We have to start working on what we listen to. What kind of music are you hearing? What kind of tones are you hearing? Are you listening to nature in the morning? When you do your jog or whatever. But are you listening to these sounds? Are you listening to 432 hertz binomial beats or bitonal beats or whatever? But are you listening to music like that when you sleep? That's gonna begin to help reprogram your subconscious and really start harmonizing your being. Like my ukulele, I was jamming a little bit earlier. My ukulele is actually tuned to a 432 megahertz tune. So when I play it, it's vibrating my harmonics of my being. So you gotta be aware of the music that you listen to, and if it's not tuned, then you gotta tune it. I can show people how to do that if you want to inquire about it. But that's gonna be one part. Another part will be what you breathe in. Are you breathing in oxygen from the trees? Are you in nature? You have to be aware of these things. You got to be aware of what you're breathing. Another thing will be take deep breaths, of course. Breathe in and breathe properly. Most people breathe with their chest. You're supposed to breathe with your stomach. You're supposed to take deep breaths so it fills your stomach and all your organs. So all of that gets breath. They need to breathe too. Most people breathe with their chest. I mean, it's not allowing the air to go through your body into your stomach to literally you get the air down here where it's supposed to be. But another thing will be what you see. What are you looking at? Are you constantly seeing greens in nature and little ducklings? What are you reading? Words or spells? Why do you think it said you have to spell a word? That's why words are important. Very, very important. The words that you say to yourself. Do I love myself? I love myself. Are you saying that to yourself in the morning? Are you reading positive affirmations before you start your day? You gotta write a couple of them, man. Start your day positive with some bright, nice, positive words that make your being feel good. So that's a part of diet, is what you read, what you see, what you're engaged in. Where are you having intercourse with? That's what intercourse is. It's when you're engaged into something, when you're focused on something. What has your attention? So once you really start noticing and being conscious of what you see, then you're going to start changing. You're gonna start, trying to change the energy that you're around. Another thing is the light that you're getting. It's part of your diet. It's another way that we eat. It's through the light that we're getting. Are you getting natural light? Are you getting sunlight? Or are you an artificial light? We have to be more in nature. We have to be more outside, absorbing in the intelligence from the sun. The sun is the smartest being. It knows everything. There's nothing new under the sun. So, when it comes to eating, you got to really think about the water that you're intaking. So I was talking about structured water. Structured water is very important. The way you can structure your water is getting like filtered water from somewhere. If your refrigerator is one way that filters out some of the stuff that they put in the water, but it's not filtering out everything, the best way to filter the fluoride and the chloride that is in the water, and these chemicals, they program your pineal gland, your third eye. So that's why a lot of people walk around here like they don't see, because they literally can't. The water that they're drinking is not keeping them in tune. So the way that you structure your water, if you got a couple crystals with you, like if you know me, you know I have a lot of crystals. Like I'm wearing crystals right now. I got some in my pocket. Crystals will change the frequency of the water. We are 70 to 80% water. So what do you think those frequencies are going to do to us? They're going to change us too. So you use the crystal to change the frequency of the water. You've got your jade, you throw your jade in there, your amethyst stones, your clear quartz, whatever stone that you have that you want to those properties to start resonating with you and changing the frequency of the water that you drink. So what you do is you get headphones. I bought like a little separate little pair. But you get your headphones, you get a 432 hertz tone or a 528 hertz tone or anything in those type of frequencies that's going to bring harmony to your body. So that is very important. You listen to that. You hook it up to your computer or whatever, and you play those tones in that water that you're going to drink, and you leave it there for like 2 hours at least. So that frequency is going to start changing the water crystals within the water, and they're going to start shaping in a certain way. Once they do that, it's changing the structure of the water, literally. So another important thing is to write words out on a post-it and then stick these words onto the water. So write words like love, beautiful, peace, happiness, words that are going to uplift your being. Once you put these words on this water, when you're looking at the water, those are the words that you read. So that's the intent, the energy that you're giving to that water. So eventually, that is going to also help aid in the process of structuring your water. So this way, in 2 hours, if you leave it for 2 hours, cool. But try to do it for more. Try to let it go as long as it can, because the longer that is, just the more energy that it's able to transform the water. Because like you have the tones, you have the stones also in there. So that is going to start bringing your being back to a harmonic state. Because they switched the music tone on us. They switched it from a 432 hertz frequency to a 440 hertz. And what that frequency does is it disharmonizes your being. So the water crystals that are inside of your cells, they're not able to function at the proper way because they're not vibrating at a certain frequency. But if they were vibrating at, let's say, a love frequency, if they're vibrating at a beautiful frequency or a frequency that you set with your stones, those are certain properties that you're going to now start having in your water. You're going to start experiencing that in your being, because you are 70 to 80% water. So if you come to understand that, then you will really see. You will be like, okay, it makes sense. It makes sense. So it's the water that you drink is very, very, very important. Very important. If you're not drinking like purified water, and you got to stay away from some of these bottled waters. I posted a little video on that like a while ago. But some of those are going to bring your being into a lower level acidic pH balance. And that's what the ultimate goal is. So the food, this ties right into food. So when you're trying to get your balance, your body to a pH level, which means that disease cannot exist within your being, which means that things like cancer, things like diabetes, all these diseases that people are having is due to the foods that they're eating. If you are eating foods that are vibrating high and it's changing the frequency within your body and raising your pH level, you cannot get sick. If you know anything about Dr. Sebi, he was on point on that. But it's a couple, he was on point on that. Follow his stuff if you can. But you have to raise the frequency of your body. And I'm not telling everybody to go vegan. I'm not saying that. But cut the meat out as much as you can. If you eat it 5 days a week, man, try to eat it 3. Try to eat it 2. And then once you eat enough of the meat, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I'm feeling a little bit better now. That's once I've actually started adapting a couple vegan recipes. It's not that hard. I got a bean pie recipe that everybody could try. My mom liked it. She's for sure not a vegan. Oh shit. Sorry, baby, I just dropped my little babe. But this is what I'm saying. We have to just try at least to put light to your body. This fruit is very important too. You gotta eat more fruit. Fruit has intelligence from the sun. How long was the fruit in the sun? 1, 2, 3, 4. Some fruit even a year, man. 3 years for some fruit. That's how much intelligence that is gaining from the sun. These rays, man. You gotta think about it. And the tree is pulling the nutrients from the ground. So it pulled the nutrients from the ground, the light, and the water that it gets from the earth, and then it gave you fruit. Fruit cures both. It cure your hunger. Oh, cool. Hungry. Yeah, I was thirsty too. I'm good now. Come on. That's what we really are trying to get to. You gotta get more to a